Yeah, beat your addiction, live free. Ralf Friedrichs is who you see. Listen in when you're feeling low. Take back your life, today's show. Beat your addiction, live free. Ralf Friedrichs is who you see. Listen in when you're feeling low. Take back your life, today's show. Stay positive, hope, and keep faith. Stand strong against any odds that you face. Put away the alcohol and the drugs. Fill your time with the things you love. Addiction is tough, but it's worth the work. Treat your body what it's worth. Spread positivity, inspire all. If we stand together, we will never fall. I help others see the other sides of life. A sober life, letting go of the strife. So give me a call, I can help. 1-844-4405-HELP. Homeless shelters, hospitals, jails, wherever you are. I am Ralf Friedrichs and I am here for you. 1-844-405-HELP. Yeah, change your future, it starts today. Live life to the fullest, never skip a day. Create hope, spread positivity. Beat your addictions and negativity. Ralf Friedrichs is here for you. Call today so we can help you. 1-844-405-HELP. 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 We are here for you. Call us today.
Hello, my name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm an addiction recovery coach and the host of the Take Your Life Back Today show. As an addiction recovery coach, I want to share this about substance abuse, and let me be crystal clear with you to leave an everlasting impact. Just imagine being buried alive. You're laying in the coffin, but you know you're not dead. You try to push the lid of the coffin, but the enormous weight of the dirt is preventing that lid from opening. You think about giving up and waiting for death to arrive. But you also think about banging on the coffin so maybe you can unsettle the dirt that's on the coffin lid. And maybe, just maybe, someone might notice on top and start digging their way down to you. This is what it's like to find yourself at the lowest point of alcohol and drug addiction. You know you need help, you know you can't do it on your own, but you don't know how to get help. In reality, I can guarantee you there are probably people standing at your grave. But you don't know that. You're just waiting for death to arrive. Usually, though, people don't think about death when they're habitually abusing drugs and alcohol. In order to feed an addiction, you have to be great at repressing the fear of death. I often ask you, my audience, did it ever come across your mind while you were abusing drugs and alcohol that maybe, just maybe, you might overdose and take away something that was preciously given to you by our Lord Jesus, your life? Not only will you take your life away from yourself, but you are taking the life away from people that love you, your family, your friends. It's a selfish act. With this, I leave you with one other thought. Don't be that person laying in the coffin, alive, looking for help at that point. Instead, be a person, while you're watching me, knowing that you have maybe an addiction issue, depression issue, low self-esteem, or any other issues. Be that person that makes a phone call to 844-405-HELP and let me help you take your life back before your life is gone. There are other people like Larry Geist from the Geist Academy. He has over 30 years experience as an addiction recovery coach, a life coach. He will help you from your addiction to your recovery, from your low self-esteem to raise your self-esteem, from depression to happier times. Folks, please call Larry Geist at 516-458-2741 or Google him at www.odysseyconsultant.org and let Larry Geist help you take back your life. Use Larry Geist as a crutch to lean on when you need it most, and that might be now. Don't be that person waiting when it's too late. Call Larry Geist at 516-458-2741. Larry Geist from the Geist Academy, www.odysseyconsultant.org. Folks, if my video that you're watching is a little fuzzy, it's not the quality of the video, it's the quality and the effectiveness of your glasses. Go to www.globaleyeglasses.com where they are focused on saving you money. They can help you with your glasses. Folks, if you need plastic, metal, half full, no frames at all, over 1,200 are available at www.globaleyeglasses.com. If you need no-line bifocals, line bifocals, transition or photochromatic or polarized lenses, thinner lenses, shatterproof lenses, scratch-resistant lenses, UV-coated lenses, anti-reflecting coating lenses, all available at www.globaleyeglasses.com. When Global Eyeglasses started advertising on my show, Take Your Life Back Today show, over a year ago, I made an agreement that I would utilize my 30 years experience in the optometry business strictly for you, my audience. When you call me at 631-599-0218, I will make sure that you pick the proper frame, you pick the proper lenses, and if you place the order and you call me back with your order number, I will make sure that you get free shipping. That's right, free shipping. Go to www.globaleyeglasses.com and let them focus on saving you money. Reasons people fail to overcome addiction. The majority of people who try to give up an addiction will fail. Most of these individuals will relapse within the first couple of days of quitting. It often takes repeated attempts before individuals can finally break free of alcohol and drugs, and some people never get to that point. There are a number of reasons for why people fail to follow through on their intention to end substance abuse. If the individual understands these reasons and takes actions to overcome them, it will mean that they can enter sobriety without the need for repeated relapses. Dangers of continued substance abuse. Those people who fail to escape their addiction are in real danger because addiction is a downward spiral, and this means that over a significant amount of time, individuals' situation will deteriorate. The final destination for those caught up in the descent is certain death. They fail because the longer the person remains addicted to alcohol and drugs, the more likely they will lose. The individual will keep on going until they hit rock bottom, where they become unwilling to lose anything more. For some people, their rock bottom will be so low that they will be unable to ever recover from it. They will fail or have some sort of danger because the longer the individual remains addicted, the more their family and friends will suffer. Also because the time spent trapped in the addiction is wasted because the person will be unable to live life to its fullest or reach their potential. The addict is deluded in their belief that their substances are making their life more bearable. Not true. It is the alcohol and drugs that is the source of their suffering in the first place, and they are in danger because these substances are toxins and that can cause great damage to body organs and mind. The longer the person remains addicted, the more likely they are to permanent damage to their body. And they are also in danger because the longer the people remain addicted, the harder it can be for them to escape. Willingness to quit addiction. Most addicts will have periods in their life when they are more susceptible to the idea of quitting their addiction. This usually happens after they messed up particularly badly and feel full of remorse. It can also happen when the individual is suffering because of bad hangover symptoms. On such occasions, the person is unable to deny how bad the situation has become, and this means that they developed a willingness to stop their behavior. Reaching this point is no guarantee of success because most addicts have felt this way hundreds of times, including myself. Otherwise, they can easily slip back into their denial, and once that happens, it's full steam ahead. Rock bottom and willingness to quit addiction. It is common for those in recovery to claim that they are finally able to break away from the addiction after they hit their rock bottom. What they mean here is that things got so bad that there is no way that they are willing to return to addiction ever again. The idea of rock bottom is subjective. There is no sweet spot or downward spiral where the individual is guaranteed a success. For some people, their rock bottom will be death or insanity, while other people hit their rock bottom after losing relatively little. The point is that enough is enough and they do not wish to lose anything else. Some people have misunderstood the concept of rock bottom to mean that the person has to lose everything before they can get better. This type of thinking is not only clearly wrong, but it is also a dangerous thought. Hitting the proverbial rock bottom has been compared with entering a descending elevator. It is up to the person to decide where they want to get off. Reasons why people fail to capitalize on their willingness to quit addiction. There are a number of reasons for why individuals may fail to follow through on their decision to quit addiction, or why they will give up their attempt. And these reasons are: if the person leaves too late to act on their willingness to end the substance abuse and the motivation may no longer be there. It is easy to slip back into the state of denial that is the hallmark of addiction to alcohol and drugs. One of the most common reasons for people to fail in their recovery attempt is that they are ambling about sobriety. They can see how quitting the substance abuse might benefit their life, but they still hold on to the dangerous idea that there might be some pleasure left in using alcohol and drugs. It can be difficult for people to escape addiction without help, and some people seem to be incapable of doing it. Unless this individual seeks help, they may never be able to break away from substance abuse. It is common for people to be afraid of dealing with withdrawal symptoms and use the justifications to continue their middle of behavior. They will usually grossly overestimate the amount of discomfort they are likely to experience during these withdrawals. If the person remains with their alcohol or drug-using friends, these people will discourage any aspirations to escape the substance abuse. It can be difficult to break away from peer pressure that happens in these groups. The addict will be able to find plenty of excuses not to take action to end their addiction. The longer they delay before getting help, the more they will have time to invent new excuses. Most addicts have low self-esteem, and this means that they underestimate the value and abilities. The individual may even decide that their misery of substance abuse is all they deserve in life and are willing to settle. How to overcome addiction? There is no benefit to be had by delaying escape from addiction. The sooner the individual becomes sober, the sooner they can begin creating the type of life they really deserve. In order to successfully overcome alcohol and drug dependence, an individual can making staying sober their number one priority in life. Nothing else should get in the way of recovery, because the individual fails in their attempts at sobriety will lose everything anywhere. The person needs to be willing to do whatever it takes to stay sober. With this type of attitude, they will not be able to fail. Entering rehab can greatly increase the chances of success in recovery. This is because it ensures the individual makes it through difficult first weeks. And more importantly, it gives them a strong foundation on which to build their life at sobriety. The person needs to keep in mind that recovery is a process and not an event. This means accepting and staying sober will require continuous effort. There is no graduation day. In Alcoholics Anonymous, they advise members to stick with the winners. This is good advice for anyone hoping to end addiction, because humans are highly influenced by people they spend time with in their lives. It is vital that the individual lets go of any hope that they will be able to ever drink alcohol or use drugs safely again. So as long as they have the attitude towards recovery, their failure is almost guaranteed. As soon as a person becomes willing to quit the addiction, they need to take action right away. They cannot depend on the same willingness being there tomorrow. Once a person has decided to quit, they need to limit contact with drug-using and alcohol-abusing friends. There is just too great a risk that these individuals will attempt to drag the person back into any sort of addiction. These were the reasons people fail to overcome addiction. Dangers of continued substance abuse include addiction is a downward spiral, and the longer the individual remains addicted, the more the family and friends will suffer, and that the time spent trapped in addiction is wasted because the person is taken away from their own life. These substances are toxins, and they will ruin your body, and the longer people remain addicted, the harder it will be for them to escape one day. Willingness to quit. Most addicts will have periods in their life that they are willing to quit, and usually this happens when they've done so terrible things that they feel this is a band-aid to fix. You might have the willingness to quit, but you need to follow through. There is no graduation day. You will not get a diploma for one day being sober for a certain amount of time. This is an everlasting, never-ending sobriety lifestyle. If you truly want to stay sober, it's till the end, till your death. Rock bottom and willingness to quit addiction. It is common for recovery to claim that they are finally able to break from addiction and hit rock bottom. Rock bottom can be different for some people. The wrong idea of rock bottom is people say, well, when you hit rock bottom, that means you have nowhere else to go. Wrong. Rock bottom means only that you can climb forward. For some, rock bottom might even include death. Reasons why people fail to capitalize on their willingness to quit addiction. If a person leaves it too late to act in their willingness to end the substance abuse, the motivation may no longer be there. Or one of the most common reasons for why people fail in the recovery is that they are not serious about sobriety. It can also be difficult for people to escape addiction without help, and some people seem to be incapable of doing it. In other words, seek help. It could also be it is common for people to be afraid of dealing with withdrawal symptoms the first couple of weeks. It also, if the person remains with the alcohol and drug abusing friends, they'll never be able to kick the habit or the disease. Also, the addict will be able to find plenty of excuses not to take action to end their addiction. Most addicts have low self-esteem. Of course they do. How to overcome addiction. Making staying sober their number one goal in life. The person needs to be willing to do whatever it takes to stay sober. Entering a rehab can greatly increase the chances of sobriety. The person needs to keep in mind that recovery is a process and not an event. In AA, they advise members to stick with winners. It's so important that you surround yourself with people that are sober, people that are positive. It is vital that individual lets go of hope that they will ever be able to drink again. If you have the disease, there is no chance. As soon as a person becomes willing to quit the addiction, they need to take action right away. And once the person has decided to quit, they need to limit contact with people that are still abusing drugs and alcohol. Folks, I'm not saying keep away from people that drink. Being around people that do drugs is bad overall, but I'm around people that drink. It doesn't bother me. But people that would be hanging around bars, asking me to bars, no good. People that will come over to my house with a case of beer and just come for one purpose only, is to get drunk during a football game, no good. But if I go to Applebee's or Fridays and somebody wants to have a glass of wine or a drink, that's okay. Remember, folks, if you truly carry the disease of alcoholism and drug addiction, the only cure is right here and professional help. No disease can be cured just by saying you will cure it. Actions required for any disease to be cured, and your actions are required even for alcoholism, drug addiction. I hope to God that this was a good segment for you, but I hope and I pray that you're not the person that I read about on my index cards in the beginning, alive in the coffin, because you did not reach out for help in time. Make today your day of seeking help. You can call Larry Geis at 516-458-2741. He's an addiction and life coach. You can call me at 844-405. We both, amongst many other people, are here waiting for you to get a hold of us. We both will help you take back your life. I hope to God you have the best day of your life, but I hope and I pray that you have a sober rest of your life. And may God bless each and every one of you.
Yeah, change your future, it starts today. Live life to the fullest, never skip a day. Create hope, spread positivity. Beat your addictions and negativity. Ralf Friedrichs is here for you. Call today so we can help you. 1-844-405-HELP. 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 We are here for you. Call us today. The show is over, but your life starts today. Taking back your life's the only way. Keep faith, stay positive, push through. Take back your life, it starts with you. Alcohol and drugs can't control your life. Let go of the negative and the strife. Ralf Friedrichs is the man guiding your way. The show is over, but your life starts today. Call Ralf Friedrichs at 1-844-405-HELP. That's 1-844-405-HELP. We hope you love the show today and tune in next time. Take back your life today show with Ralf Friedrichs.